welcome to another episode of On Campus. We are at the Solano College Network TV studio, and I am your host, Mason Flores. Joining me today is Josh Mojica. And Josh, how did you find out about this class?
Well, basically, living in the Bay Area 2 years ago.
Okay.
I was working full time, and yeah, I was at a school at that time, and I was basically researching about some community colleges and universities around the area that offers something that is related to the course that I wanted to do, which is this one, sports broadcasting. And then I found out that of all the community colleges that I've researched about, SEC, Solano Community College, is the only institution that offers a sports broadcasting course. So I'm like, okay, cool. And what's perfect about that is my mother lives in Vacaville.
Okay.
So I told her when I found that out, I said, hey mom, Solano Community College offers sports broadcasting, so I might transfer there for college. Then where I found out, I started here fall of 2024, and then since it's my first time being back in school, because after graduating high school in 2022, I was still in the Philippines, I kind of stopped for 2 years. And then, yeah, fall 2024, that was the first time I'm back in school. And one thing that I really want to do is this one, sports broadcasting in live, and then I'll take this course. And my first year, I didn't take this because I had too much units. So I decided to take this course the next year, which is this year, fall 2025.
Wow. So your main goal is to follow up with this broadcasting thing, with sports broadcasting, and is that what you want to do? That's what you want to do in the long run? That's your thing?
That is actually what I wanted to do. But for that, when I was still like in a middle school, 7th grade, I'm really into technologies, like computers and stuff. So first thing is I want to pursue a career in information technology, like programming stuff. But I just realized that maybe this isn't really for me, because memorizing codes, like the programming language, was really hard for me. And then it's also my hobby of watching sports, like mainly boxing, football, baseball, and basketball. Of course, that's my main sport. And that's where I found out that, you know what, instead of me pursuing a career in IT or information technology, why not shift my attention to the sports media industry, become maybe a sports reporter, commentator, or maybe even sports agent, like a business side of sports. So that's where I found out that, I think this is the course that I want to take.
So you joined this class with sports knowledge, obviously, and because some people, they join this course for learning how cameras work, sometimes with like the behind the scenes part of it, and not being in front of the camera necessarily. And that's such a different mindset than for being in front of the camera. You have to be ready. So how did you kind of prepare yourself to be in front of a camera and be able to talk on the broadcast and stuff?
Yeah, so back then in 6th grade, like I said, I was still, 6th grade, you said that. I do receive lots of recognitions and commendations from my teachers, especially my English teachers, when it comes to public speaking and public performances. Like, hey, you really have a good voice, you are confident in talking to a lot of people in front of you. Not really a big crowd, but like in class. I also received a compliment from two of my communications professors from last semester. No, not just last semester, but last year. First of all, this was my public speaking professor, Janine Weitzel. She's now retired. And then my persuasive speaking professor, Douglas Mungeon. So this is where I found out that, you know what, if I take the sports broadcasting next year, fall 2025, I might have it kind of boosted my confidence more, that if I can perform in this kind of activity in persuasive speaking class and in public speaking class, maybe I can apply all those in sports broadcasting. It's the same thing. In sports broadcasting, you talk to the audience, you talk to the media, you talk in public. So what's the reason for me to not be confident and be afraid in talking in front of the camera?
Yeah, I think that's what's so important about this class is being confident. And I think I've been doing this program since fall 2024 when I first got here. So I started as a freshman, like straight out of high school. This is my first class, and I was very confident at the beginning. I think that's so important with this class in particular because it's kind of like a job. And Professor Pop, he'll tell you at the start of the year that this is like an internship, like a job, treat it as such. So if we have, especially this year for the new kids like you guys,
Right.
it's important to step up to the plate, as he would put it, or like volunteer for certain spots because those opportunities are limited with a bigger class. Like I got lucky with a smaller class, so there was more opportunities for me, and that's how I got to show my talents. I think that's so important with things like this, even other programs like this, but taking the opportunities when you can, I think that's what's so important. And for you, what has been the most important thing for you in terms of preparation and how you deal with the mental part of it?
Yeah, so I think first and foremost is just maximizing my skills when it comes to public speaking, because as you also said, mental preparedness. So yeah, back then I wasn't really like this. I had social anxiety, and what's worse about that is I'm not just afraid of talking to random strangers, but I'm also afraid in talking to my own relatives, like extended relatives, like relatives that I haven't met for a long time. So yeah, and I also, my parents keep telling me that I have to fight this, like I have to overcome this. So I joined multiple public speaking and public performances, like stage plays back in elementary to middle school. And then, because told myself that my parents are right, I have to fight off this or overcome this social anxiety of mine. So yeah, and then afterwards, yeah, just like what I said, in high school, because I love sports, have passion for it, and I want to apply these things in the sports media industry. And I always keep telling people that it's something I want to pursue in life.
So for you, you love sports.
Yeah.
So what got you into sports? Did you play any sports? Like what was the start for you?
Mainly I played basketball.
Yeah.
Back in when I started playing basketball, I was 9 years old. In our family, basketball is really a big thing because I grew up in the Philippines for 20 years.
That's a lot.
And yeah, the country really loves basketball. And every street, every corner, you'll see a basketball court, even in the streets, even on the road. So yeah, basketball. I started watching the NBA. I was like 8, 9 years old. It was the time of when the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Kobe Bryant, was still dominating the league. And then, yeah, ever since then, joined some recreational activities and also in school. Started playing basketball in school around 3rd grade up until 9th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you really love the sport. That's your main sport is
That's
basketball. So for you, what is your favorite moment of watching basketball or playing basketball? Do you have a favorite story or moment from your childhood or whenever?
Oh yeah. First and foremost, I wanna share my moment as an NBA fan first. So first of all, I would say I'm a big NBA bandwagon fan because growing up I really like Russell Westbrook. Like ever since his OKC.
My favorite player
Yep.
ever.
Oh yeah, you told me once. Yeah, so he's my favorite player growing up ever since his OKC days. And then sadly they were defeated by the Miami Heat in 2012. That's okay. And when LeBron, and that's the time that I recognize that LeBron is really a great player. And so when LeBron moved to Cleveland back again, and he said that he's going to deliver his promise and bring a championship to the city, I'm like, let's go, LeBron. So yeah, I supported LeBron in his 4 years in Cleveland. Only his 4 years in Cleveland. And so with that being said, I wasn't a Warriors fan. Like I didn't like them because of LeBron, because I want LeBron to succeed in Cleveland and deliver his promise. And with that, what really pissed me off as an OKC fan is that of all the teams that Kevin Durant will sign, he really had to go to Golden State. I'm like, come on, dude. So yeah, LeBron made his promise to Cleveland. He won a championship. When he moved to the Lakers, I wasn't a LeBron fan anymore. I'm like, cool, you delivered your promise, good. And we're done. I'm going to go back as a Russell Westbrook fan. And then in 2018, his last season, that's where I became a Celtics fan when they faced the young team, Boston Celtics, led by Jason Tatum. And that's when I found out that, okay, this guy is a rising star. He can win a championship for Boston. He's gonna be as great as the other greats. So that's when I became a Celtics fan nowadays. But I still support wherever Russell Westbrook goes. So yeah, that's my NBA fan journey. And as a player, I would say Well, I played basketball in school. I made a team only for 1 year, 6th grade. But I was always in the like in the training pool, like reserve team from all those years, except 6th grade. But outside of that, like recreational, yeah, I do play basketball for a club base because back in the Philippines, once again, we have these things called basketball clinics, like basketball clubs that you can enroll to, and then those basketball clubs will be joining a recreational league. That's so basically you're competing with other clubs who have players that also enrolled in their club, and the same goes for us. And I was really happy until 2023 when I stopped basketball. Yeah.
So you just like playing now, just casually now, like just play? You like to play?
It's a great question though. So basically, going back to what I said, 2023. Yeah, back to recreational basketball league once again. It was really a devastating moment for me because I did not know that I will also experience the same thing as players that I see on TV suffer these types of injuries. When I went down, I thought at first that it was just a normal knee sprain that could heal up to 8 weeks. Not until I went to the doctor, underwent MRI, and then the doctor confirmed that it was a full tear of my ACL. So I cried, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then underwent surgery, physical therapy, and everything, rehab. And it was really mentally challenging. And then 2 years later, I told myself that I don't think basketball is really for me to pursue. So I'm just gonna play. Yeah, I do play, but nowadays not really play like shooting around is cool for me. And then early this year, yeah, I suffered another injury. I sprained my left PCL this time. So I told myself that, you know what, maybe I'll just shoot around hoops. That's it. If my friends tell me to ask me to, hey, you want to hoop? Cool. But I'm just gonna shoot around. But if you guys want to play 1v1, 3v3, it's up to you guys. I'm just gonna watch. That's it. Yeah.
So I think that's really important for you to, because former athletes, when they're done, it's hard to do it because I dealt with my own ACL tears as well. But I think it's important to find that kind of love for it again, and that's why people join the sports broadcasting. I think that's why it's so important for you to be in this class and really pursue it, because talking about the sport is almost as good as playing it, in my opinion.
Right.
And I think that's really good and really beautiful that you decided to come back into it, despite of the story. And I really commend you for that.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you for being on the show.
Of course.
And this has been another episode of On Campus on the Solano Sports TV studio. And thank you for watching.
Peace out, guys.